healthy diet, of course, always key to optimizing your health. If you're in menopause, it's even more so. Registered dietitian Shannon Crocker joins us now with her top foods to choose and a couple to avoid.
Right. So eating well during menopause is really important because there's some impacts on your overall health. So you want to look at an overall healthy diet. There's no one food that's going to make or break your diet or your healthy eating pattern. You want to look at foods overall, adding in nutrient-rich foods on a regular basis, and that's really important.
Okay, let's start off with calcium because, of course, you think of the risk of osteoporosis increasing.
Yeah. So when your estrogen drops, risk for osteoporosis goes up. And so you want foods that are going to give you calcium, vitamin D, and other bone protecting nutrients like magnesium. So that's where dairy comes in. So milk has that dynamic duo of calcium and vitamin D. It's also got magnesium, protein, all nutrients that you need to keep your bones really healthy. And the calcium in milk is highly bioavailable. It means your body can absorb it really well. You can also get calcium in other milk products like cheese and yogurt, but you don't get the vitamin D. So that's my first food that I recommend.
Okay, so maybe up your calcium then.
Yeah, so some women would take calcium supplements or vitamin, and everyone over 50 is recommended to take a vitamin D supplement anyway, but you can get enough calcium from food, you just have to sort it around.
Okay, where do fatty fish come in?
So fatty fish again, so you could have a fresh fish like tuna or salmon, mackerel, herring, but canned fish is really affordable and it's versatile. And so I particularly like sardines and canned salmon.
I love canned salmon.
Canned salmon. You know what? Canned salmon and sardines with the bones, that's what you're looking for. That's going to give you calcium and vitamin D. In fact, canned salmon with bones has more calcium than a glass of milk. So,
really?
Yeah, so you've got to crush the bones. They're very soft, right? So you're going to get the calcium, the vitamin D for your bones, but you're also going to get the omega-3 fats, which is really important for helping you to keep your heart healthy. Okay. Because again, as your estrogen drops, your heart health is impacted, so you want to protect your heart. Fatty fish is a great option.
Okay, and then all the leafy greens, I mean, that's good for everybody, but why particularly if you're in menopause?
Yeah, so all veggies. We want to include all veggies, all fruits, really important. If you're in menopause, leafy greens and berries are actually a couple of stars that I recommend that you include on a regular basis. Leafy greens every day if you can, berries a few times a week if you can, and frozen is okay. Frozen is okay as well. And that's because they provide vitamin C, they provide antioxidants, they provide phytonutrients that are plant-based compounds that help to protect your heart, also protect your bones. So there's vitamin K in leafy greens that's good for your bones, there's folate. These two foods are just absolutely fabulous veggies to try to include regularly.
And among these veggies, you've got collard greens here. I never know what to do with them.
Yeah, so collard greens actually, what you can do, here's a great idea. So you can saute them like you would with kale or put them in soup, etc. They're a little stiffer, so what I recommend is you slightly steam them, shave off the end, so you want to take the stem off, and then you can use it as a wrap. You've seen maybe collard green wraps. So it's got, once you steam it a little bit.
It's really sturdy.
Yes, exactly. And it won't tear like some of the other lighter greens might. So you can wrap up, you can use it like a wrap. So you're gonna get the great, goodness of the leafy greens. And when you steam it, it also makes the flavor a little bit more mild.
Okay. We've got all kinds of grains here.
Yes, so this is my carb-rich, high-fiber foods. So sometimes people feel like they need to avoid carbohydrates, but carbs are actually your brain's preferred fuel source. And so for, if you're feeling maybe a little lethargic, a little brain fog, these sorts of foods are really good because these carbs in particular are also very high in fiber. So barley and oats are two that I recommend that you try to include all the time. They can include a type of fiber.
You have great, for barley, you have great ideas for putting them in salad.
Salad is fabulous.
So good.
Yeah, same thing, oats, you can make overnight oats, whatever. They're going to provide a type of fiber that helps to reduce your blood cholesterol. Same thing with the legumes, lentils, chickpeas, edamame there. The edamame is going to provide isoflavones from the soy that is also known to protect your bones and your brain and good for your heart. So these are foods that I recommend you include regularly as well.
Okay, we got about 45 seconds left. A couple of things to maybe avoid, not have as much.
Yes.
And it's because they can really flare up hot flash symptoms.
Yes, so caffeine, so that could be coffee, tea, it could be other foods with caffeine. Hot beverages as well can trigger hot flashes, and alcohol. So not only can that trigger hot flashes, but it can interfere with sleep. And so that's really important if you're struggling to get enough sleep, which happens in menopause as well, then maybe limiting alcohol and caffeine could be an option for you to give a try.
Okay, all right, just limiting.
Limiting. You don't have to cut it out
lots
altogether.
of good foods and lots of good food and
Yeah.
limit.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay, you got great advice as well on your socials, and we'll get the links to that up on our website at chch.com/morninglive. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Annette.